can hear me? Today lighting not so good because the other room's all taken up. Hi. Let me see. I hope I can see you. Welcome to my room. Can you see me? I know the lights are not bright enough. How about this? Yeah, better, right? Okay, I think I come nearer better. Hello, children of the universe. How are you? Let's come into the room. Let everybody come in. Supposed to go on 5 p.m. and I'll tell you about why I choose 5 p.m. Okay, I guess today crowd will be a little bit different because I'm early. My normal time 9 p.m. does not suit. 8 p.m. also not suitable. So I now am changing it to 5 p.m. So while you wait to come into the room, I will get ready. I am a bit exhausted today. The awakening is really no joke. So how is everybody? I have to use this. You can hear me? Give me a like if you can hear me. I'm going live. So 48 minutes. Let me just share this. Okay, welcome. I am the lights. Okay, forget about the lights. Let's see what I can do. Effects. Can I brighten myself a bit? Yeah, this look better. It's not my original, but at least it's brighter. And I am adjusting the lights. 1 second. Okay, forget it. Because I want to use the room, but my morning call. In order to use the room, I had to book, but the room is full. So I decided to try the second floor. And this is a small little private room. The lighting not so good there. I think I have to bring my own lights next time. But it's conducive enough. It's private enough. Though thankfully you don't hear any noise outside because it is not soundproof. Okay, and I don't know why, but I am a bit exhausted today. So let's keep going. Your energy will help me going because I believe the problem, not the problem, the kind of frequency and the vibrations of the moment is everybody is getting ready to go home after office, and it also raining heavily outside in Kuala Lumpur, especially in the area that I'm in. Everybody is vibrating at a very exhaustive kind of frequency. That's why I feel it. I believe in frequency, and if you have been following me, then you will understand that I am very much energetic. When I'm very much energetic, or I perform energetically when the energy of the room is strong. So please help to share my life before I start, because I'm supposed to start at 5. I'm just opening up the room so that more people can come in, and those who are going home, drive carefully. You can watch me as you drive, or you can watch me after you reach home. Either way, it is not a hypnotic kind of sharings, therefore it's safe for you, okay? But pay your attention on the roads. If you are driving, if you are walking, if you are anywhere, just don't look at the phone, okay? Now, in awakening your worth, I have been through a lot, and oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, for those who have not been with me, I am Peggy Ang from Kuala Lumpur. I'm a coach, and I am on the journey called Awakening Your Worth. And people ask me what is worth. Well, I would like to recap on that a little bit. Is that the worthiness of a person belongs to the individual. What is worthy for me might not be worthy for you. So, how much are your worth? How do you benchmark your worth? Who you are and what kind of price tag you put on your worth is totally an individual kind of choice. So there's no wrong or right. There's just it is. Whatever is happening for you. So if you're in my room and you do see the point of awakening your worth, then please help me to share my life, because it will also help a lot of people along the way. Let me adjust my lighting. I still don't quite like the lighting. Give me a second. I see whether I can do something about this. Give me a second, because I'm not. This is the first time I use this room. Brightness. Give me a second. Okay, this is the brightness. I am going to use some lightings. Okay, welcome to my room of awakening your worth. And the tools that I use are free and is easy. As long as you are in the energy of awakening your worth, then you should be in this room by default. Okay, so let's go into something that I got another 6 minutes, so I will not jump the gun. I just want you to come to the room and share my life. And I was reading this book. Let me see whether I can flip this or not. Flip, no, mirror. Okay, so you can see The Secret Life of Clutter. At first I thought it's just clutter, but then as I read, it's actually when you are cleaning up things, you're also cleaning your mind. And when you are cleaning your mind, you are also asking your worth. By default, you are asking, what is my worth, right? And why I start on awakening your worth is purely because I'm walking on this same journey. And I thought that worthiness is all about the material things that you have. And as I start to branch into awakening your worth from the inner, your unconscious, your shadow, or your inner child, whatever you name it, it is what you have, and you have not been using it. So let's go on and appreciate our life the way we are. You know, we are we are full of potential. That's all I can say at the moment, until you discover that many things that are fed to you or taught to you are not you. You are just accumulations of emotions and feelings that is going around, and you think that is you. Now take a moment to listen to yourself before listen to yourself before you step into my room. What was your thought? Prior to opening the live today, I was actually dozing off. I was taking a 5 to 10 minutes shut eye, and without effort, there are so many thoughts running into my mind. And things, I straight away go into the process that I've been sharing for the past weeks, that you need to use the 3 steps to make sure that everything that goes into your mind are things that, or your thoughts are things that you wanted to process and not just there because they are just taking up space. They are just taking up space and you're wasting so much effort doing things that you don't need to do or being someone that you don't want to be. And of late, I've been told that I am pretty myself. I don't care what happened to other people as long as it's not disturbing my life and I don't infringe on other people's life. I do not give, I do not give advice unless it is us. So I was also in the line between awakening and what you call that, breakthrough, and that is a very difficult line to separate. Let me put my little one here first. Give the little one a space because this room is very small compared to the room that I used to use. That costs money, but this one don't need money, so bear with me, okay? So what I'm saying is, how many of you are having this doubt that you just have this question that you keep asking yourself, what have I done for myself? What am I here for? I have done so much, but yet I don't feel the appreciation. It's not the external appreciation, but the internal satisfaction and the kind of overwhelming love for yourself that you feel could be better. How many of you are there? So let's look at it from another perspective. I know this room is very hot. Now I'm feeling the energy, so I guess you all are with me now and asking yourself what is your worth, right? Because just now I was a bit on the low side, on the vibrating of the energy. I was a bit tired, but I guess being children of the universe in this room with me, you have sent me a lot of vibrating energy that is on the high side. Maybe you're excited about going home. It's 5 o'clock. Some people is preparing to go home. Okay, but remember, when you are driving, pay attention to the road. Whatever I say today will somehow come back to you. So can you hear me properly? Because as I put on my headphone, I can hear, but I'm not sure from your side. If you cannot hear me, just let me know. Then I unplug. Then actually it's easier for me to unplug because it's like the singer, they have to put on the earphone so that they can hear the music, right? Okay, let's start with 5 o'clock. Okay. For those who are in this room, I can see most of you are very new because I normally do my live session at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. I decided to change it partly because I have seen my own parts and certain prompt seems to serve its purpose. That is the number one thing. My parts tells me that I should go live from 3 to 5 or 3 to 7, but I decided to choose 5. Okay, let's see what's the number like, because to me, the person who is awakened is more important than the total number that I have on my TikTok live. I used to have 12,000, I used to have more, but that was a different kind of energy. So I prefer that you appear here for yourself and you change, or you awaken your worth according to your needs. Let me just remove my earphone because it's uncomfortable. Yeah, give me a second. Okay, I think this will be better because I can't hear myself. I'm doing a lot of adjusting because this is a new place that I am testing with. Okay, let me just adjust. Sorry, I got caught off.
Okay, let's do this now. Segment one is about what I've just explained, that I am changing my time of life from the normal 9 or 8 in the evening to 5 to 7, and I decided on 5 because I think that 5 o'clock you're either going to stay for a few more moments before you get ready to go off, or you are picking up your children instead of 6 o'clock when you are caught in a jam and you don't know what to do, you can type. Instead of 7 when you're having your dinner. 9 obviously is a very good timing, but then when I post at 9, I can't sleep because my brain is functioning at the awakening and the thoughts are coming in so aggressively. So I become so exhausted, and every day I've been sleeping about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm forced myself to wake up at 7:30 in the morning. So it's not healthy for me, and I can't be productive if I'm not healthy. So I am starting to test with 5 p.m. And this is my 5 p.m. or the only 5 p.m. that I have done so far. Okay. So I am not here to teach you. I am here partly because my journey itself brings so much clarity when I am awakening, and I'm also very excited about the children of the universe. I have a good group of beautiful people from Awakening Your Worth who come and support me because they are growing together with me. So, welcome to the space, children of the universe again. It's in our journey with me, in your journey with me, we do not listen, we learn to see. So, in awakening your worth, I use a tool called inner dialogue. And what is inner dialogue? You might want to ask. Do you know? Because I see a lot of new names, so please excuse me. But thank you again for coming in. Please excuse me if I have not addressed you, but please help to share my life. Those regular normally comes in at 9, and I hope they will be able to hop into my 5 o'clock now. I'm actually taking a big leap to change my timing, which I already have my regular viewers. So in this page, I don't have a regular, and I hope you stay to be regular because you are also awakening your worth and you are using inner dialogue. Let me recap what I meant by inner dialogue. There are steps that I have cultivated through my learning from some of the research that I've done. In order for you to awaken, you must also address your thoughts. Your thoughts form your emotion, and your emotion form your direct action, and then that's where you get your result. I normally don't read from the script, but I do need to look at my keywords so that I can speak more fluently. Yeah. Do you realize that you have about, well, Carl Jung said about 60,000 thoughts running through your whether consciously or unconsciously. But for us in NLP, we learn that there's about 120 bits per second of thoughts going through your everyday life, whether you know it, don't know it, because everybody is vibrating at an energy, and each vibration might affect you. Can you imagine if you're not feeling well? Things seems to be worse. When you're not feeling that good, things to be worse. When you say, okay, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, then you become so sick. Because the energy you are vibrating is attracting the people with the same kind of thought. And it's like, at first you are just an empty cup, and then when you think about sick, then you pour a little bit of water, then your neighbor pour a little bit of water, and then everybody start pouring a little bit of water called sickness, and your bottle become full. And that is why you cannot walk out from your stuck state. So when you are in a thought of low, I wouldn't say that it's not good because individually there are people who love to be in the low and they feel that that's where they become very energetic, they become very uh, came in caught in the thoughts and you think that it is something you need to address, then you just fall into the trap of what you need to address. Instead of asking yourself, how can I address, should I address? So there are three steps that I have learned to, which I'm using at the moment, and I feel that it's very effective. Every time you observe your thoughts, you just need to pick one or two that you feel very important, because if you have so many thoughts going around you, you are getting so confused, you are so busy, you don't know what to do. Even as you sit down here listening to me, your brain already is functioning, like asking you things. Oh, okay, how about this, how about that? So you are so caught up with the chaotic that you don't even understand what is happening, and you don't know the answer. So remember, your thoughts are the one that give you emotion, and emotion uh, will drive you to action, direct action, and then you want the result. So in order to be an effective person who know the awakening, who know their worth, these are the one thing that it will be beneficial if you learn your inner dialogue, how you communicate to yourself. Do you notice that whenever you talk to somebody, they are you will talk it to them so nicely that the language you use, you are not using it on yourself. That kind of compassion, that kind of love that you speak to a person, you seldom use it on yourself. Well, I learned to use it on myself. Every morning I look into the mirror, I say, Peggy Ang, good morning. You are going to do great today. Whatever come your way, just do your best and you will be fine. Now, how many of you are doing that so confidently as you mouth it so effortlessly and so compassionately? When I was just repeating that to you, how do you feel? Now, these are small, small little things that you didn't notice. I very common people will say, okay, I'm not important. It's the result that important. It's what my boss want is important. It's what my family want that is important. If I don't do things like that, what will happen? So your needs for uh, recognition is so strong that you forgot that you are the person who needed to recognize your own effort. You need to know how much effort you put in is to cultivate yourself into a person that you want to be. At the moment, a lot of people are falling into the trap of cultivating a person that what other people want them to be. Just listen to yourself and look at just one day of your life. Where are you now? Are you truly yourself, or you are just somebody mother, somebody boss, somebody wife, somebody husband, or somebody whatever, but you just don't belongs to yourself? Sometimes when I was going through, and I'm still going through the awakening your word, people tends to think that I've changed. People tends to think that I'm not so compliant as before. I'm no longer the yes person. uh, you need to watch this movie called the Epilogue of Me You. It's a Chinese drama, and in that you see the transition for a person who is compliance because of the expectation of family, husband, environment, how she changed herself to be who she actually are. So, in this space of children of the universe, how many of you are actually yourself? You are the own boss to your life. Don't talk about the physical part of you being a boss of a company or a CEO. Are you still living in the mask? Are you still living behind the mask? And when the mask is removed, you're just nobody. Beware, yeah. For those who are working, you might think that you are who and who you are calling the shot. But then when you are fired or you leave or you do something like no longer, or the company no longer exists, you are no longer important and you might fall into depression. So get yourself ready, yeah. And as long as you are having your self-worth, this kind of thing won't happen to you. Guaranteed. It will not happen to you. So no matter what age you are, start building yourself to be the best of yourself so that when you look back, you know you have done your best for this life and you live with whatever you are cultivating because you can. So that is what I call worth. So it's like, it's very difficult to explain to you that kind of emotion and that kind of success. It's like explaining to you, okay, you're going to knock into the furniture when you don't see the furniture, that kind of thing. So in awakening, your work is exactly like that. Your success is not measured by how I see you. Your success is measured by how you see yourself in different kind of eyes, in different kind of environment. So be kind to yourself and also give yourself chance to do things that is beneficial. So in the inner dialogue steps, there are things that you need to be conscious of. I will start again because this is a different group of friends, a different group of viewers that I am watching. As I watch the name, then I know you are a different pool of friends from the viewers from my usual that I built over 1 year, right? And it takes me a lot of guts to just change the timing, but expect me to turn on whenever I turn on. You follow me because sometimes I have something that just come in and I feel, yes, I must share this with my viewer, then I will go live. Yeah. Now, in the inner dialogue, the purpose is to refocus on myself. Your dialogue is always all about you. It's screaming to you to tell you, look, 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 I'm here. Where have you been? You have been doing so many things for other people. What have you been doing for yourself? So when your inner dialogue comes in, pay attention to it. So what are the steps that you need to take? Yeah, it's just conscious and deliberate. It have no condition. It just come in and out like your thoughts. While you're watching me, you must thinking what she's talking about. You might not understand, but your unconscious mind is picking up the ingredients that you needed for your awakening and to rediscover your worth. Remember, you are not changing, it's just that you have waken up. You have waken up to be who you are. So that is a very important point. So you don't need special equipment, you don't need permission, you don't need reconstruction. There's nothing at all that you need to do except pay attention to yourself, and it's free. It is free. But what makes me so so passionate about this is because while I'm going through this, I feel every essence of my life to be lit up. It's like I had a dark room, or the shadow I call, and I start to light a candle. Okay, now I can see some light, but there's not the light of recognition. It's just the light that, Peggyang, there's something going on. You must really look into yourself and see what you can do for yourself. Okay, that was the candlelight. And then I awaken further, and now I have the room turned on with bright lights, and I can see more corners of the room which I have not seen. So I start to discover more things through the inner dialogue. And finally, I hope each and every one of us here can walk into the sunlight and we start to shine for others. Why I say that is because my mission is to awaken 1% of the total world population in their worth. And my first step is using inner dialogue. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the page of Awakening Your Worth. I'm Peggy. I'm from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so I was just talking about awakening your worth, and if you want more information, you might want to go back to my previous live posting and listen to me, because when you pop, when you're ready, whenever you're ready, whichever video you pop in, it is talking to you already, because your unconscious mind is the smartest tool ever you have in the world. There's nobody that can love you more than your unconscious mind. Okay, remember that. So initially, I wanted when initially when I started awakening your world, I don't know what tools to use, and I have created plenty, and each and every one have been part of my life. Uh, and for those who are new, you might go back. I'm not sure whether TikTok Live still have my live posting, but you can go back to my YouTube under Peggy Ang, look for Peggy Ang, me. You see my face, you will know. My background is the Patola Palace, yeah, Tibet. So you might go back and then you just plug any video, it is speaking to you from there. I believe you are looking for the same thing that I spoke about. Okay, I will not repeat this here. Unless you have a question, you can post it here. And just for the sake of, just for the peace of mind, all the children of the universe that enter my room, they are beautiful people. Do you know why? Do you want to guess why? Welcome, 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 welcome to my room. Do you want to guess why those children of the universe that enter my rooms are beautiful people? Now I tell you. Let's see. Please share my TikTok live if you can, so that you, in your effort of helping yourself, you're also helping somebody else. Because I am beautiful. Not as in feature, but overall, my energy for today, I feel beautiful. I am pretty excited also, though I started a bit late because I was going against myself. You know, my thoughts and my conscious and my unconscious was having a debate. Oh, Peggy, you have so many viewers on the 9 o'clock and 8 o'clock when you change. Chang, I see you're back. Thank you. Chang is my 9 o'clock or my night viewer or my night children of the universe. Thank you for coming in early. Yeah? So I'm changing my timing for those who have been with you. I feel so glad that I see the regulars come in, because they are also awakening, though they don't say anything, but that kind of energy when they come in give you that kind of sparks that you feel, well, the whole room just lit up. I know you are not having the normal light. I will have to change my lighting one of these days and put an extra one, because the room cost me a lot of money and I don't have money to invest yet, but I will work hard at it. And for those who are looking for a coach, you can PM me here, or you can send your message to, let me just write this down, send message to my email asking to, can I put in the comment? I think can. Peggy. And you can look for me. Just put there when you email me that you need coaching. Don't ask me where are you from, okay? I am from KL, Malaysia. I'm Malaysian. I'm Malaysian. So you can email me if you need to have coaching service or 八字 reading. And I would encourage you all to learn about 八字 reading because now AI have so many tools and it will tell you what to use so that you can spearhead your own growth faster. And you use coach because coach help you to understand yourself. It's like your sounding board. Yeah, coach don't give you advice, consultant give you advice. Coach don't solve your problem. Coach walk with you to solve your problem, which is more long term, which is more authentically yours, and which is also looking into your worth. So in awakening your worth through inner dialogue, I was planning to have a 7 days program which I learned from Carl Jung. But then as I started with the first 2 days, I tell you the energy of change is so tremendous that I'm left with so much question on how I can share this beside my daily challenges of going through the thoughts that is in my mind. You see, I have been brought up in a very traditional family where everything the parents say is correct, everything that the elders say is correct, everything the boss say is correct, everything and everyone seems to be the one that give you a correct kind of statement except myself. And I've been living with that kind of situation, you know, pacifying people, trying to the best for other people. Even my staff, I am doing my best for them. I mean my ex-staff. And listening to my bosses, I perform my job to tip top, but in the end, when everything collapses, I have nothing. I am nobody, never mind. I mean, I have nothing, never mind, I'm nobody. And because of that impact, I feel that no, we have so many beautiful people in the world and they are not sure where they are. So why don't I share my experiences with you so that my pain might give you an idea when you walk through it? Well, hopefully you don't need to, but sometimes you have to have that kind of experience in order to be a better you. But with my story and my sharing, I hope it will not have that kind of impact that is too painful for you to turn. Because every time you feel it too painful, you will give up. So I am the buffer between the reality and what you perceive. As Carl Jung say, those who look out dream, those who look in awaken. So when you awaken, you are taking out your quality, your asset, your ability, and transform them into a tools you call myself. And how do you use it? You use your inner dialogue. Even though I'm talking to you now, my inner dialogue is still having a lot of conversation behind me. So sometimes I might sway away whenever I see any comment. So give me your question if you want to ask. And I can tell you, children of the universe in this page are very nice people. They are very supportive because they only want to grow themselves by growing themselves and not stepping on other people to grow. In the environment now, a lot of backstab happening because why? They are without any skill and they scared being removed. But I can tell you, they will remove somehow if they did not upskill. The world is no longer stupid. The world is no longer compliance. The world is only vibrating at what you are vibrating now. Okay, so this is very important for you to remember. Your thoughts create your emotion. Your thoughts will bring out your emotion, and your emotion will and your emotion sorry, I got distracted. And your emotion will devise action, will direct action, not divide. It will create action, and your action will give you result. Some of the time, I listen to you lah, I follow you, and then they got caught and they don't want to take the blame. They say because of you lah, And people like that do not take responsibility of their own decision are people that are normally not skillful. You see, if I say, especially when I go for tour with my friends and etc., if I say, okay, I leave it up to you, whatever you say, I go. It's not that I'm brainless or I am compliant and or I'm not skilled. It's just because I'm purely like that. I used to be a travel agent for 35 years, so I do not want to take the initiative of looking at the itinerary, partly because I will tend to become perfectionist, and that is not good for those who are on tour with me. So whenever I go on tour, I just say whatever you say, I go. If I'm not happy with it, it's not your problem, it's my problem. If I complain, it's not towards you but more towards myself. Okay, I decided to follow this, and if I complain, what was the cause for the complaint? So this inner dialogue have helped me many times and many years, especially since 2024, though I did not discover it until recently, how to use it. So in using your inner dialogue, you will notice a few steps that will help you to accelerate it faster. You know, you first of all, you must really notice your inner dialogue. That goes without saying, otherwise there's no reason for you to be in this page. Then you might as well go home and you know join some other people, because they can give you better or align with your energy better. Because I believe whoever come into the room of children of the universe, you already know what I am and who I am, what I'm going to present. Okay, and I am not into any kind of monetary project yet, because I still need to take time to study, and I don't want to split myself. I love myself too much. If I'm too tired, I don't do. So sometimes if I'm too tired, I will just relax. Right before the live, I think I dozed off for 10 minutes while waiting. And now I'm in this room, which is pretty comfortable, yes, but the lighting is not so good. I'm not satisfied with the lighting yet. But when things come free, come with my rental of co-working space, I'm not complaining. I'm just thinking, what else can I do? So these are the inner dialogue that you are facing every now and then. It makes you decide on things, it makes you take empowerment. It makes you, what will I use the word? Aware that you are somebody that is important in your life. Okay, now in the inner dialogue, you know that you are starting to hold a candle in the shadow. And what is the shadow? The shadow, as per Carl Jung, one of the psychologists, or he is into this inner dialogue thing, awakening. He is his research is very good, though it's generated by AI, but I wanted the information. So in his research, he was just saying a lot of us do not realize the value of ourselves, because we have been brought up, we did not grow up. We have brought up to be who our parents or ancestors want us to be, and we have fallen into that trap, and we think whatever we do is in compliance with whatever they need, then we are in a very good situation. We are appreciated. We are, the good girl and good boy kind of thing. Now wake up from there, okay? Please wake up from there. It is just a temporary thing if you don't know how good you are. When you are using your thoughts to as a blocker, people who are successful are using their thoughts to appreciate their problem, to appreciate their issue, to appreciate whoever they are, to keep appreciating while you are always discarding your value. So, using your inner dialogue now, please recap what you have spoken to yourself. just before I speak what I said. Just before I said what I said. What was running in your mind that is triggering you, or is triggering you, say, oh, Peggy is saying something. So how do I apply it to myself? Those are success people. Or is Peggy is saying something, okay, it's just for her because she's been through it and she have done it. Those are for people who are looking for failure. And failure can be reboot into success when you realize that this is not what you thought it is, but this is what you are taught to think it is. I hope you get what I mean. This is not what you thought, that means you think it is, but these are the statement or thoughts that is being taught to you, teach to you. So you want to be successful, because I also want to be successful. I have to be better than myself, and you are here because you need to be better for yourself. I'm walking my journey, you are walking your journey. And in this room of children of the universe, we are walking together. So if you can share my life, my TikTok live, you are not only helping yourself, you are helping others too, because people who came in under your recommendation or under your sharing, they are also vibrating with a sense of awakening. Maybe not strong, but with every little thing or every little vibration that you accumulate through the internet or through the universe, it will helps you to grow faster. It will helps you to accelerate your awakening faster. And that's how I keep going live, doing live, is just because the vibration of energy towards the world will help everyone to accelerate their growth. Now, in the inner dialogue, uh, practices, all the ingredients there, all the methods there are free. Okay, so your only thing that you need to catch is inner dialogue. And when you observe your dialogue, be compassionate, be kind to yourself. It cannot be anything else, right? So when you start to notice that, there are a few things that I would like you to pay attention to. That during this transformation of asking yourself through the inner dialogue, how good you are, or whatever that comes, you just need to answer. But there are 3 levels of awakening that I would encourage you to pay attention to. That number 1, becoming aware of the way you speak to yourself. Remember, not only the words, the way. The way to you, how do you speak to yourself? It's like, I speak to myself is like when I speaking to you, because I love myself. That is the most important thing and the most rewarding thing now. I learn to love myself. I learn to love myself. So you have to start somewhere. Your inner dialogue, where is it going? Right? So you start with, you will start to have this thing that pop up whenever the inner dialogue comes in. There are 2 stages. This is the first stages, which have 3 level, is the process of how you do the inner dialogue. It's just that when you done it, these 3 level will pop up. Number 1, becoming aware of how you speak to yourself. No judgment, no no judgment, no yes or no, just compassion, just with kindness and compassion. Okay, just observe. Okay, number 2 is interrupt the old pattern. After you get used to number 1, number 2 is you interrupt the pattern. Is that, Peggy, why are you doing like that? Okay, change to, Peggy, why are you doing like that? You interrupt the old pattern. Same word, different emotion, different method, different perspective. That is where you need to start and replace with new one. It's like when I say, Peggy, why you do like that? Like that into, Peggy, why you do like that? So these are just the change of your intonation, and also you add in more flavor by your passion, and your love for yourself. And while you are mouthing it again, it will increase over time that your love for yourself will start to help you to break through more barriers. Is it going to be easy? No, it is never an easy job to break through. It's like when you start to bake a cake from zero that you have never baked before, you might follow the ingredient, you might do everything right, but the cake just doesn't turn out right. Okay, so it's now you're baking the cake called My Awakening using inner dialogue. So be open. If you have done something that you don't feel comfortable with, just tell yourself, okay, it's fine, we just do it again. Or you can just share it here, what kind of issue you have when you are awakening. I'll do my best to answer, because different people have different perspective of life and different people have different background, so I cannot copy paste the question or copy paste the answer for you. What I'm telling you is mostly my own journey. So number three is as elevating, sorry, my eyes under the light, elevating the internal light dialogues to an extraordinary you. You can say, oh, I am great. And you can feel that kind of emotion. Like I'm just saying, oh, I am great. What am I great about? Who cares? I just feel that I am great. And you can feel that kind of emotion compounding over time. The universe don't understand, no, cannot, whatever like that. So, but yourself you can understand. So whenever you go into a stuck corner, uh, you must tell yourself, I can do better than that. You either, when you are stuck, you either stop a while, take a deep breath, or you delete or you cancel. That kind of thought. Don't keep overnight grudges with you, because it doesn't help you. Don't keep overnight anger with you. It doesn't help you. It will only give you uh more pain, and you suffer more. Then your idea, your energy will be vibrating at a level of people suffering, and that does not help you. Okay, so be energetic even if you are in the lowest point of your life, because you know once you jump over it, you will be excellent, right? So we are not looking for perfection, especially when you're starting. We are not looking for perfection. We are looking for perfecting the imperfection. So what happens is, if you do not start now, when will you start? And there are a few changes that you need to do. Number one, when you are in your awakening journey and in this inner dialogue thing, you must learn how to have a barrier. To have a barrier so that you can keep your energy high, so that you can think within yourself. The barrier is not there to stop people from coming into your life. It is just to stop yourself from leaking energy. Yeah, because your inner world is also values. So start to set up boundary by avoiding anything that is negative, avoiding anything that is news that is negative, people that is negative, content that is negative, or anything that you don't feel comfortable with, until the time you know that you are capable to handle. As for me now, I can handle. I can handle a lot of things because my energy no longer vibrate with negative people, but I still need them, because there are still part of me that have not been discovered. There's still part of me that I am finding more ways to accelerate to a better me. So when I started to build the barrier, my energy start to grow. And when my energy start to grow, I start to have different perspective, and my research become more exciting, I will say, and my viewers become more awakened in their own way, and they also have more worthiness in themselves. So in the inner dialogue, the three levels that I mentioned, I will repeat, is becoming aware of the way you speak to yourself. Just be kind, be compassionate, no judgment. Number two, interrupt the old pattern. If you cannot, you just keep breathing until you can, okay? And replace with the new sentence, or you reframe it. Reframing is something that we learn in NLP. Number three, elevating internal dialogue to the extraordinary you. If you used to say, oh, I'm good, then you are saying, I will be the best in whatever, because now I know what to do. Even you don't, doesn't matter, you will know. The energy will give you that kind of vibrating that you know where to look for the answer, and you know you can carry it out. And obviously you need to upskill. This is very important. Okay, now the second part of it, remember that you are not installing old program into your thought thinking process. You are actually resetting it. You are removing the old program, and now you are installing the new program. You know, when your PC need a new program, you need to reset everything. Sometimes you need to wash away things that are no longer useful to you. So let me just so when you already have the three level, you already have the barrier, the environment, so to say, then you find it easier when you are not bombarded by the existing you that you think is correct. You must really know that you are absolutely 100%, or at least 80% accurately yourself. Oh, I already spoke for 1 hour. Correct. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Okay. Why I can't this in okay. Over 1 hour they will ask me to play. Okay, please share my live. I need to go live, and I wanted to have I mean I need to go live almost daily, but you know, whenever I pop up, I just pop up without announcing. And my hope is that with your viewer and your sharing and whatever you're doing while in this page will bring me some kind of fun, so that I can conduct courses, online courses, so that you can ask question, you can go through the NLP processes that we have structured for, and also you can. I have big dream, and I know it's going to fulfill, but I have to work harder than before. And these are the things that I'm telling myself, and your support is very important. You just need to lift your finger and click share. You know, share is the one with the arrow. Some people don't know, okay? It's just the arrow, you click and share, please. So, what am I? Yeah. The second level, I already given you the first level, which is how you do it. The second level is the environment. Now, I have done this. So, you know, the most difficult part about awareness is, about awakening is awareness. When you reach the stage of I am aware, okay, you close the chapter. Because moving ahead is more difficult. But you know, from my own experience, after my awareness, I branch into awakening, and then my inner dialogue. Life could not be better. Financially, it is better. Home wise, is more peaceful. I am having an issue with my mother, but the most important thing is I am doing my best to overcome my own pain first. So my mother is where I put a barrier, so that she live her life with me without interrupting my growth and my awakening journey. And thankfully, my daughter have booked a co-working space, and I have continued with the co-working space. And I just like the place because it complies with period 9, and I mean it's a open bright hall, and then there are a lot of people around. There are, the energy is so different, so vibrant, and it doesn't, I mean, it give me that kind of freedom to think, and I really love it. People go come to work 9 to 5, I come to work 9 to 10. I just love working here. Okay, so I have not seen a lot of my regulars on this 5 p.m., but if you happen to pop in my regulars like Sunny, Mr. Sim, Gregory, then you have Wong. I have lovely, lovely viewers at the 9 o'clock slot. If you are in the room when you happen to pop into my page, I want you to ask yourself one question. What have you completed after your inner dialogue? What have you completed after your inner dialogue? I'm going to tell you a story. My inner dialogue have been keeping me very, very, very busy. Even though sometimes I'm listening, but my thoughts just cannot stop. You cannot stop your thoughts, yeah. They have to come. And then what happened is, yesterday I was driving, and then I was driving and I wanted to cross the road. Then suddenly a car came in front of me. Okay, okay. Then I said okay because the car want to turn right. And from my eyes, when I was just driving to cross, I saw a car which is about 200 meter away coming their road. So she should have stopped to allow the one that is turning right and for me to go over so that she can go straight. Instead, she squeezed through it, never mind, and she was just. So my first initial reaction was I got spark off. I got spark off. I'm human. My first initial thing is I want to do the same thing. Then after I said, no, Peggy Young, you are different. You are different. And then I slow down. I said, okay, she is helping me to take away some of my bad karma. And I thank her. But obviously, the pain was of being, I feel insulted, which is seems silly, right? But I guess a lot of people will feel the same. We are human by default program, so we are reacted the same way we react. So I tell myself, okay, she helped me to take away my karma, my bad karma. I don't know what bad karma from which generation or from which ancestor, but it's taken away my bad karma. And it stayed with me for until around 2 hours, not out but out of choice. This type of thing is what you have not addressed that is kept into your shadow. And because I am expert in my own inner dialogue, listen, expert in my own inner dialogue, I know how to deal with it. So I just tell myself, okay, let the pain be there, but I know why it is there. It was triggered by this, but the actual issue, I don't know. It could be from my past. Maybe in the past, I was that lady driving through and doing this thing. So I let it settle with me. I was pretty cool about it, but I just have this sour thing inside the emotion part of me, and then by around 2 to 3 o'clock, I suddenly feel very happy. I can't explain that kind of thing, but I know I already addressed certain part of me. When I was going through the regression of past life, uh, my teacher used to tell me that we want to go back and rectify the past. So we went to regression. But 1 year later, she tell us, she said, no, we cannot change the past because we are from the past. Whatever happened that then created us now. So we cannot change the past, no matter how hard we try. So what we do is to address it as settlement at the moment, and we settle the past at the moment. It's like my case, I feel this pain, I feel, but I don't know what it is. So you just do ho'oponopono. It's like I'm sorry, please forgive me. Please forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. Why, you don't know, but you practice it, it becomes very smooth with your life. Because we are our own creation. We have started to be our own creation. It's like me, I have become my own creation. And I just tell people what I think. If I do not need to answer anything, I don't answer anymore. I don't just get, you know. It's just that when I used to be, whenever people say something, oh, you just feel that you need to give some feedback because you're expected. No, not every question need an answer. And not every answer you give is the right answer. So now, as long as I don't know the answer, I will research it, or I will tell them, okay, this is what I think, but it's still up to you. And a lot of groups don't like me now because every time they tell me something about negative thing, I tell them, you don't know what happened in the other person's shoe. And it is also something that might happen to you if you are not careful. So just take it as a lesson and learn from it so that your family are better, your environment are better. I'm sure you become much better, right? So when you are in my room, it's the same thing. In awakening your world, I do wish that everyone that come in build their life the way they want, not the way people want them to, or not the way they think people want them to. Because in the end, it's only between you and the Creator. There's nothing else. So till I see you again, today I managed to pull through. Actually, I am doing my best, yeah. And I hope you understand. If you want a further clarification, go to my YouTube, and also, or you can go back to what I posted under Peggy Ang 57, you can see. So what it had taught me recently in my awakening your worth through inner dialogue is awareness is just an input, but I must work on it. And completion is just my self-worth. You know, like the story I told you about yesterday, I feel that I've completed a part of me that I didn't know exists. And if there is output, that's where I'm sharing with you. And I hope my journey can help you to walk your journey with more clarity and understanding. So if you have anything else you want to say, you can drop a comment now. I will answer because I do not check comments anymore due to my heavy schedule of research and things like that. I'm still working on whether I should write a white paper on awakening your worth. Let's see how it goes. And your support means a lot to me, and I thank you for spending your time with me. So I will sign off now. Becky Ang signing off on awakening your worth through inner dialogue. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.